Hi, I'm Sushmita, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Technology. Today we are going to discuss about the what is NEO4J, nodes, relationship and properties. So first of all, now we are going to see the NEO4J. NEO4J. What is the expansion of the NEO4J? NEO4J means next generation graph database. It's built by the Java language. It's written in the Java language. So based on the Java environment. So NEO4J is the open source graph database. So developed using the Java technology. So it is a highly scalable and no structure format. That is schema free. What is a graph database? Graph is nothing but a pictorial representation of set of objects. The sum of the pairs of objects are connected by the links. It is connected to elements. First one nodes, second and relationships. Node represent the vertices and relationship represent edges. Graph database is a database is used to store the data in the form of graph. So here the nodes of a graph depicts the entities and relationship depicts the assertion of this nodes. Some of the popular graph database apart from the Neo4j, Oracle NoSQL database, Orient database, Hypergraph database, GraphBase, Infinite Graph and Allegro Graph. Why graph database? So the first one is the data relationship centric. So today most of the data is valuable because the relationship between the object, not just the object or themselves. So next one, relation database limitation. So they are store the structured data but do not efficiently handle complex relationship. So the complex relationship across the records. Graph database handles relationships first. So the Neo4j treat relationship as a core components, connected data easier to model and query. Next one, simple data model. Simple data model, that is the nodes and relationship, is a flexible than table with joins. Support for OLTP. So the OLTP is nothing but online transaction processing. Here is the transaction integrity and operational availability and easier to suitable for the real-time applications. What is the difference between RDBMS and graph database? So RDBMS represents the table. Here the graph database is graph. Rows, here nodes. Columns and data, properties and value. And constraint, relationships, joins and traversal. Advantages of Neo4j. So the Neo4j, that is the flexible data model. So you can easily to type new type of nodes and relationship without altering the existing structure. Real-time insight. In real-time insight, so Neo4j allows quickly traversal and queries across the data, enabling immediately analysis and decision making. High availability, connected and semi-structured data. So it is mainly designed for the fault tolerance and distributed architecture, ensuring data is accessible even during the failures. Easy retrieval. So the retrieval, that is the fast because easy to retrieval, that is the straightforward and fast because the relationship are directly connected, eliminating the complex joins. Cipher query language is offer the human, that is offer the expressive and human readable syntax for graph database graph data and making it easier for developer and analysis. No joins. Here the relational database Neo4j does not require the costly join operation. So the traversal that are directly and efficient manner. The next one, features of Neo4j. data model, that is the flexible data model, asset properties, scalability and reliability, driver and indexing. So the data model, that is the flexible schema. So the data model named, that is the native property graph model. So the graph model contains nodes and relationships. Nodes represent the entities and relationship is depicted by the relationship. So nodes relationship store the data, that is the key value pair is known as the properties. So that is no need to follow a fixed schema. So you can add or remove the properties, that is requirements based on the schema constraints. Asset properties is a support full of asset, that is atomicity, consistency, isolation and durability rule. Scalability and reliability. So we can use the scale the database by increasing the number of reads or write. So the volume without affecting the query processing, and speed and data integrity. So the NEO4J provides, that is the support the replication for the, that is replication means that is the copying for the data safely and reliability. Cipher query language. So it is a powerful declarative query language is known as a cipher query language. So it's a ASCII, that is American Standard Code for depicting the graphs. So easy to learn and can access and create and retrieve the relationship with the data without using the complex query like the joins. Built-in web application. So the NEO4J application, that is you can create and query your graph data. Driver, that is NEO4J work with REST API programming language, that is the Java, Spring and Scala, etc. So the scripters MVC framework such as Node.js. It support two kind of Java API, Cipher API and native Java API. So to develop the Java applications. So you can also work with the other database such as MongoDB, Cassandra, etc. Indexing is supporting by using the Apache license. Assignment: what is NEO4J? What are the advantages of 4G? References. Thank you.